Hey, Justin here with High Priority once again, and in today's video we are going to be working on some headlights. Yes, we're finally going to tackle the yellow, faded, nasty looking headlights on my 2002 GMC. Someone's calling me from Searchlight, Nevada. I'd say that's probably a spam call. Anyways, we're going to repair and we're going to restore the headlights on my 2002 GMC Sierra Duramax. This doesn't just pertain to those trucks, okay? I want to make that clear right off the bat here. If your vehicle has the ABS plastic, the faded yellow headlights, this will pertain to you. So if you want to restore them, make them look better, make your brand new headlight bulbs, shine brighter on the road, I would follow what I'm going to do. Because I've already done the driver's side. I've already done one headlight because I kind of wanted to test this theory out. I've never done this before.
I've never done this before.
I've never sanded and buffed headlights, so I wanted to try it out before I wasted your time. Well, it turned out pretty good. I'm going to get the truck in here in a minute and we're going to look at it, but I'm just going to walk you through the whole process. I'll show you the before, the passenger side headlight, which is still ugly and yellow and faded, and then I'll show you the after right now. I'm going to show it to you in the first minute of this video and show you what a little bit of elbow grease can do to a 22-year-old headlight. So let's go ahead and get the truck in here, and then we'll go over everything and get going. You saw that, didn't you? A little sneak peek there. Check this side out. Here is what we're working with. Faded out, totally faded out. You can't even really see the bulb in there. We're gonna do this one too. We're gonna handle that marker light down there as well. Now let's check out the side that I did. See what you think. Here, check this out. I told you I was going to show you right away. You can actually see the headlight bulb in there, and look at the difference. Yes, I know I'm ruining the video, but I'm not going to waste your time unless you want to watch this. Check that out though. That is our goal. That's what we're trying to make this side look like. Now, how did I do it? What did I do? Well, there's a lot of videos out there that show sanding and they show kind of this process, but none of them ever really tell you or show you how long they're sanding. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're sanding for hours and hours and hours. It's taking them days and days to do this.
It'll take forever, man.
So what I decided to do to kind of tell you exactly how long it's gonna take me, I've got a stopwatch. So I'm gonna put my old phone up there and just run that stopwatch every time I'm sanding with each grit, which we're going to go through here in a second. And that's going to just give you an idea of how many minutes we're sanding each grit of sandpaper. And speaking of sandpaper, this is our go-to here. This is all just basic stuff. A lot of this I had in my toolbox already. So we're going to start off with this here. 400 grit. It's not bad. I mean, it's not crazy aggressive. I thought it was actually going to have to be more aggressive for the first layer, but it doesn't have to be. So we're going to do 400, and we're going to go ahead and jump up to 600, and then we're going to go to 800, and we're going to do 15, and then we're going to do 2000. I initially got these rounds like this because I was going to use my dual action. Well, I tried it, and I didn't really like it. It kind of was doing some stuff that it was a pain in the ass to deal with, so I decided to just opt for the hand job. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do here. We got the tub of water for wet sanding. And then lastly, over here, we've got Plast-X. Now this is just something else I had laying around in my cabinet. This is what we're gonna do to polish. Just this stuff. It says it's good for, it removes scratches and cloudiness and stubborn oxidation. That's exactly what we need to do. Literally comes out of the bottle like bird crap. And I've had it for a long time, but proof is in the pudding. It worked over there. How we're going to apply that is with these. This is a TCP Global kit. I did get this off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. Comes with 4 pads. This is their heaviest pad. This one for cutting. And it comes with this nice drill attachment and their Velcro. Not a bad setup, and we're just going to try to buff this and do the best we can. And then after we're done, I'm going to show you how much brighter the polished side is versus this side. So I'll turn the headlight on and run that, and I'll do a little end cap with that towards the end. But anyways, let's set some cameras up and let's get going here. All right, headlight removal on these trucks. Super easy. Not sure if I need to tell you or not. Literally pop these 2 pins out. That's it. And your headlight comes up. And now in order to get these out, these are pretty easy. You just pop a tab down here and then they come right out too, but you know, we'll worry about those later. We'll start the stopwatch. Let's get the paper wet here. Now you can already see it on there. Look at that. It's already taking stuff off. That's 400. And it looks kind of gross and yellow. It's nasty. And it smells like burnt plastic. This stuff stinks. So, I don't know. Now, hold on. Before you get all crazy in the comments on me, yes, I'm going to be putting on some sort of protection on these headlights, because once I sand these, if I were to just install these on the truck and call it a day, over time they would fade because now there is no clear coat on the outside. So I'm going to have to protect those with something, and it's either going to be a spray out of a can like K2, or what I'm leaning towards is some sort of UV PPF. So stay tuned for that. Don't worry, I'm going to put something on them and protect these babies once they're all shined up. All right, I would say we're pretty hazy, but I would say the yellow is pretty much gone. All right? Not bad. 7 minutes, maybe 6 minutes without my stopping. Let's get it. And yes, I know these are not wet sanding papers, but it still works all the same. It just starts to disintegrate in your hand after a while. $600. Still hazy, but we're not worried about that. Yes, my hand is killing me right now. Yes. Oh, does not feel good. So maybe some sanding discs on something like this where you can just run, use a tool. Maybe a wise decision, because man, doesn't feel good. I'm gonna shut this off, give my hand a break for a minute, and we'll come back and start the timer again. $800. Pretty smooth. Little nick in it right there, but we'll see if that comes out later. But not bad. Hopefully this stopwatch thing turns out, at least just gives you an idea of what you're getting into. So, all right, On to the 15. All right, 1500 is done, and we're sitting right at 5 minutes on 1500. Am I rushing? Maybe. I don't know, but I'm just trying to knock this out as quick and as efficient as I can, and I think it's coming out nice. We're roughly at 30 minutes of sanding, and it's a lot of steps. We've got one left and a little bit of polish. So all right, that was 5.5 minutes on that, the 2000. All right, so stop that. That's what we're at so far. That's all the sanding now. Now we're gonna go on to the buffing stage, and it's literally just one stage. We're just buffing it as much as we want. We're not doing different compounds, we're not doing anything. We're just gonna buff it.
And we'll do it that way.
See what happens. Now when I mentioned this was like bird shit, I wasn't lying. All right, start, lap, now we're buffing. Four and a half minutes. 4.5 minutes of buffing after 5 stages of sandpaper. Yeah, you can still see a little bit of scratches in there. You can kind of get them in the light, a few of them. Could I sand more? Yes. Could I buff more? Yes. But hot damn. We're at 40 minutes of sanding 5 stages and buffing for 4.5 minutes. And look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Look at the light. I'm sorry, you can't beat that. And that was with me moving cameras and giving my hand a break because my hands are sore. That's awesome. I'm super pumped. I'm super excited that I don't have to go buy, I hate to say, some cheap Chinese knockoff light that you get on Amazon or that you get anywhere that's gonna fade, which I've read online that they'll fade after a short amount of time. These are 20 years old and we just brought them back from the dead. So I don't know about you, it's a win. It's doing something yourself and it's saving some money, saving some buckets. So anyways, let's go ahead and knock out those 2 marker lights. We're gonna do those. I'm not gonna record that. I'm just gonna hammer that out on my own. And also, we're upgrading lights. This video really wasn't about lights, but we are gonna upgrade some bulbs. I've had issues with running around with one headlight, and you guys have seen it. We're upping the wattage. We're getting brighter lights. No, I'm not going LED. I can't stand it when LED cars that are factory LED come blasting down the road and blind me. So we're not gonna do that to other drivers with a lifted truck and all that. So we'll put those in there and then we'll show you what it looks like with the new bulbs, and that'll be the end of it. Then we'll wrap it up. So, all right, we are finally done with this project. It's a new day. I had to run down to the hardware store and get some new bulbs. Marker lights were out, DRLs were out. If you know how these trucks work, DRLs go out all the time, so I had to replace all that stuff. And I also put in those Hella headlights. Those, I don't know what the number they are, but they're 80 watts on the dims and they're 100 watts on the bright. So those are gonna be a lot brighter than the factory 51 watt dim bulb, and plus shining through these nice new housings. Check that out. God, that looks good, huh? A little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of elbow grease. A little bit of time. 40 minutes to be exact. We ran the timer, 40 minutes, about 5 to 8 minutes per stage. Not a big deal to do one headlight. Now granted, we've got four housings to do. And I'll be honest, the marker lights, they were kind of a pain in the ass because I had to actually take them in the house and scrub out the inside because there was a residue on the inside of the housing. But anyways, that's all handled, and that's all done. Is it perfect? No. Did I sand them enough? I don't know. I mean, some of you might want to sand them more. You might want to go up higher grits on the sandpaper and really polish them. But honestly, for a 22, 23-year-old truck, it looks pretty good. You know, look at from here. It looks pretty darn good from 5 feet away. So I'm definitely happy with it. The headlights are going to be a lot brighter now. You know, I put those new bulbs in, the Hella bulbs I put in there. I'll link those in the description. They're Amazon links, they're affiliate links, so I do get a little kickback sometimes from some of that stuff, but you know the drill on that. Anyways, I'm done with this. It looks great, it looks amazing, and even check it out with the headlights on. I mean, it came out really, really nice. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions or comments for me, please leave them below. I am gonna PPF these headlights. Now, I have a question for you guys and gals. How do you PPF around the little nipples? Do you just go over it and hope to God it lays down? Do you cut a little circle out? Or should I have just sanded those off and gotten rid of them? Because like I said in the beginning, I've never used those to align a headlight. Maybe I should have just gotten rid of them. I don't know. But please let me know on that. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do need to protect these because I don't want them to fade out in yellow and be 3 or 4 years and they go to hell again. So please let me know. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a big thumbs up. And if you like the content, please subscribe. I'm trying to do a lot of truck stuff and a lot of other things, and hope you guys like it. Anyway, see you on the next one.